Hi guys, welcome to the assembly video guideline for this self-installation of this shelving unit. Obviously we discussed on the phone that it's going to come in a couple of pre-built sections, so you've got the TV box and then this shelving section that you can see in front of you, and then there's another section then that's all disassembled, but you'll see from this video just how quick it is to get together. So starting off, take the pre-assembled shelving element and attach it to the wall using those plates at the top that you just saw Matt highlighting in this video, and probably just lay out all the parts around you that are going to build up on both sides of the unit. Obviously this is a screw assembly, so each element goes on in steps rather than adjusting on a vertical axis, so it's making sure that things go on the right order. It's going to be pretty key. So here we go. So we're taking one of our longest shelf lengths and we're sticking it where it needs to go. So it's sliding over the two tubes on the right hand side of the piece that's already installed, and then we're going to take this section here, section 40 I think it's labelled as, and we're going to use the spirit level and that shelf to get things aligned. It's be a good time now to just mark where the shelving system has left those metal wall plates, because we're going to fix those to the wall in a minute. So Matt's marked his holes after checking everything's level with his spirit level, and he's just going to fire those in. And what this will do is then we'll be able to drop the first long shelf on, and by having it there we'll then have like a solid base to build from. It's just the sort of the quickest way to secure everything into place. Here we go. So we've sent most of the pipe elements in small sub-assemblies to make them easier to identify. So it's a case of identifying all the parts that are numbered. So numbers 1 through 14, there's no number 11 apparently. It got overlooked. 1 to 14 live on the left side, and then 15 to 20 live on the right side. Here's piece 13, and as you can see we've sub-assembled them, so you've got your bracket arm and the tube that extends above it as well, all in one go. Screw them on. You'll probably find 4, 5, 6 turns, and it'll get nice and tight. Try and make a good mental note maybe the first time you fit one of how many turns it takes, because based on the thread tolerances on these tubes, most of them should work out about the same amount of turns. So what Matt's doing here is he's going to do exactly what he's just done on that big shelf, but he's just going to scale it right down and do it a much smaller version of it too. Spirit level would be helpful. Get the supporting arm underneath and check that it fits, and then mark out on the wall, because you're going to want to screw that in. We're not going to do it here, we're just going to use that little block of wood that Matt's just used to support that in place. And then screw the more sub-assemblies on top. So it'll be piece 12, piece 10 I think, and then piece 9 goes on the end. And do the same on the other side, and we can stick our long shelves up, second long shelf up, sorry, onto this level. Again, you've got the holes in the shelves, so that should locate all the tubes nice and easily. Holes are a little oversized, make sure that they can fit over nice and smoothly. There you go. You should excuse this shaky camera work, but it's more due to the fact that I've sped it up to get through this bit quicker. Here's a little fiddly bit on the top of the left hand side. This is the only bit that really we would prefer to have done here, but due to the nature of the assembly it kind of needs to go to you. Broken down to this level. That said, it's not an overly complex procedure. It's just a case of orientating your two parts. So you've got, as you can see there, the wine rack parts, and we're going to twizzle them on left to right. So we want them to end up with the elbow parts pointing towards each other. and supporting arm on the back edge. Again, 5 or 6 turns, and that should be on pretty sturdy. And then here's where the trick lies. So we've got 2 short lengths here that make up the wine rack. Unfortunately, we don't have these parts with reverse threads, and we don't have these parts in any other way. So what we've had to do is screw it into one side, and then as we take that out of the left hand side, it screws into the right hand side. So you end up with sort of a half fitting on each side. So you can see we're in really tight on the left, loose on the right, and as we loosen, we end up fitting into the other side. So again, with it being 5 to 6 turns to get each screwed part tight, if we do 2 to 3 turns in reverse, then we'll get a good binding on each, and that's 3 thread lengths. So you've still got a good 5mm fixing in either side by the end of that. It is a little bit fiddly, so do have patience. But as you can see, I mean, I've sped this up to be twice as fast, but it's not taken us more than 2 or 3 minutes to get it in. And there we go. I'm just going to fire a bit faster now, just get through this last part. It's pretty straightforward. Obviously we've got to a point now where everything's on after these 2 parts screw on. 2 shelves to add, small shelf on the left, longer shelf on the right. And you return to the wall as well. So there's your fixing points. You've got a little bit of play in those threads, so if you need to get closer to the wall or further away, use the turns available. Fit the parts to the top, secure them to the wall as well, and then that's that. Best of luck. Feel free to get in touch with us if you have any problems. We hope you enjoy the new shelving unit that you have.